to fill the agenda. So
you can just say I'm not proud of my accomplishments.
This is one time I'm willing to allow you to just go on rants.
I don't have a rant.
What are you good for then? You're always good for a rant.
Oh, so you guys tried to respond to my Instagram story?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to make fun of the RX-7s. Anyway, so
That's
guys,
cool.
Yep. So we are live on the old YouTubes. So I'm going to share this sucker about real quick.
Do it.
Gonna. Remember, this is the public stream, so
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Get real spicy with it.
I would say send me the link, but I can't.
It's all right. I'm sure your idiot friends will figure out some way to watch us.
Yeah, God. I have a new job.
Apparently on Instagram, that's what you said. I thought you would still be in El Paso for like another week.
Oh, you wish I was there for another week.
Kind of. Your hotel brought such an ambiance to the podcast.
Oh, fuck that hotel. For some reason, my hotel room was like 40% more humid than anywhere else in El Paso.
It's a feature.
It was cork.
I think it was more of a feature. I think cork's a stretch.
Yeah, I'll talk about my new job on the podcast because it's kind of exciting.
Okay.
If there's room, I don't know if I don't have the agenda, and
There's nothing on the agenda, so
yeah,
I've got lots to tell too, though. So,
well, I got a lot to talk about.
Okay.
You've also got a lot to eat about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat it now, so I'm not,
Makes sense. Zach, this is the quietest you've ever been. I'm scared.
The meeting.
Still.
I don't know. Well, for some pre-show content, are you going to ask me about my dating life again and humiliate me?
I wasn't planning on it, but now maybe.
Oh, do it. It's great. Actually, I have some stories, but they're not. They may. Yeah. I like how Brandon was like, "Yeah, I'm not coming tonight. Here's my actual excuse." Like,
Yeah.
he's never not given it. Like, whoa, wow, an actual excuse means something now. Shit.
Right? It's weird. All right. Trent, are we good if I start the timer?
Sure, I'm typing away.
Yeah, you do that. I mean, you don't really need to do much of anything. You just keep click-clacking away.
Would you like me to mute myself?
No.
Just pay attention when I come to you. There you go. All right, see that? Perfect. Nailed it. All right.
Oh, that Trent guy's such an asshole. I'm glad he's gone.
He can still hear you.
Oh shit.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, welcome to episode 280 of the CAMcast.
We know our audience.
Damn right.
Unfortunately.
I don't care what the insights from Facebook and Instagram say. It's a sausage fest, and I know it. I'm okay with it. Anyway, I am Mike, dear leader, doc taste, leader of men, herder of cats, guy who just wants to get drunk and listen to Interpol, but that's neither here nor there. And I am joined, as usual, by the one, the only. He's a big dumb animal, folks. It is the chairman of the board. It's the good Colonel Eddie Dean himself. He's got one finger and he knows how to use it. Zach Lords.
Hey, I missed you guys.
Aw, we missed you too. We're glad you survived.
It was rough.
Well, you came through it admirably. And click-clacking away in his basement of billionaireness, it is the one, the only, the shadowy billionaire Tret from Sandy, Tret Bray.
Ahoy, hoy.
There we go.
Do you know how he's a billionaire? He has exposed brick in his basement.
I got bare concrete. Like, what does that do for me?
Well, you either live in a super nice warehouse, like warehouse living stuff, or you live in your mom's basement.
Technically, I live above the garage. Thank you. Thank you. All right. God, I would not want to live down here. Anyway, yeah, Trent, you can go ahead and mute yourself. I'll let you know when we need you.
Bye,
Thanks.
Trent.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, Trent is furiously doing the things that we should have done earlier today, i.e. fill out the agenda. Anyway.
But ain't nobody got time for that.
Man, my day job's getting rougher and rougher. So please, everybody, go ahead and support The Bowl is Too Small. Really trying to make that a thing. Anyway, follow us on all of the social medias. We are at CAMautomag on the lot of them. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You know, pretty much that's it. We've given up on Snapchat and TikTok, so it ain't happening.
I haven't even tried.
Zach has dignity. Shocker, I know. But anyway, we're at CAMautomag on the lot of them. Feel free to shoot us a message, DM, you know, hate speech, whatever it is you want to do. Whatever comes to your mind. I don't care.
That's pretty bold there, Mike.
I mean, I've been putting stuff on the internet for a decade and change. Yeah, don't worry. I've heard it all. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm fine. Anyway, find this podcast, the audio version, wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you know, all the places that give you long form spoken word, semi-informative or entertainment stuff.
You mean like a play?
Exactly. Go to your local theater. We'll be there.
Trent's just shaking his head at me now.
2 shows a day, Thursday through Tuesday through Friday. 3 shows Saturday, Sunday. Support us on Patreon.
Is that the next level? If you give us $10,000, we'll make a play. Do you want to read my screenplay?
God, no. Man. Wow.
It's just CAMcast erotica. It's pretty bad.
I would much rather hear about your love life than I would rather hear your screenplay.
To answer your question, AJ, no, apparently he does not.
What did he ask?
Zach has dignity?
Oh, God, no.
Huh.
Yeah, no. Anyway, support us on Patreon, patreon.com/CAMautomag. That is where you go to show your love by giving us a monthly subscription. Any dollar amount is greatly appreciated. $5, though, is the best bang for your buck. It gets you access to all of these podcast live stream recordings because we do them every Monday. So people can see us and get spicy. And, well, it's usually a lot of AJ just shitting on Zach.
Hold on. Andrew, you are the man.
Well,
Because he knows I am banned from Facebook Messenger. He has taken the liberty to bootleg the CAMcast for me.
well, hell yeah.
Andrew, I love you right now.
Well, AJ's willing to pay $50 a ticket for CAMautomag the musical, so somebody get their Sondheim on. Apparently not whatever the hell that was in the background.
I think it was a neon.
Of course it was.
I'm trying to think of how to sing the intro.
I
am your leader, the herder of cats.
The harder of cats.
Herder of cats.
Man, we
I did not
need
think this
writers.
would go any lower, but
Anyway, let's talk about why people should give us money every month.
Oh, I will mute myself.
Yeah, $5 gets you these live streams, whether you like them or not. Get you the Super Secret Shenanigans Facebook group where we do a lot of fun stuff. Usually a lot of me just sharing unnecessary automotive nose swaps and Simpsons Bort posting shit. So, the usual. Also, Dave's in there, so if you want to like shout stuff at Dave and you miss him, that's another venue for you to do it. And yeah, occasionally I'll send you stuff, and it's a good time. Patreon.com/CamAutomag. Support us directly for the moment by heading over to CamAutoswag.com. I am wearing a Cam shirt. I have a Cam hat. I take my Cam backpack to work every day. I am out there representing to a bunch of people who will not be buying our stuff.
Sounds like you sold out.
Yeah, I am. I mentioned this in the shenanigans, but I'm like this close to shutting down the store. Like, it has cost me so much money. Like, it's over $30 a month, and to get one occasional sale here and there.
Yeah, it's one of those, we ask you people what you want, and then we give you what you want, and then nobody buys the damn thing.
And it doesn't help that COVID just ruined production too. So like Brandon Kuhn ordered something at the beginning of July. It still hasn't shipped. So it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Are we looking at possibly changing platforms or just ending it?
No,
we're done. Like, the next time you can get a Cam shirt is when I break into someplace with a screen printer and just start making my own.
The bootleg Cam equipment.
The bootleg official Cam merchandise. The official bootleg. There we go.
There is one upside.
Yeah.
The audience will get about an extra 3 minutes of content because we don't have to do the housekeeping of that.
That's very true. It's very true. Although we did kind of get really derailed in the Patreon, which was pretty good. Pretty good. That's only one, two. It's the third thing on the list. So
Andrew Jolly's got a derail counter going on. So
all right.
Hey, is he saying that in the group? Where is he saying that?
He's saying in the YouTube. And AJ says that if you give him a weekend, and AJ says if we give him a weekend and a bottle of bourbon, he could probably write us a musical.
Bet.
Exactly.
Have you guys seen the season finale of Jake and Amir, College Humor?
No, but can you give me like 2 minutes so I can finish this stuff?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, somebody who is not shutting down their online retail space because they're actually doing a bit better job of reaching an audience. Steady Broke Clothing, steady.broke on all the social medias, steadybroke.com. Use coupon code CAMAUTO15 at checkout and save 15% on your entire order of their high-quality, affordable merchandise. Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams. Steady Broke. Twitch Thursday is still a thing. We're still doing it. Me and Chris discovered the glory and power that is the Plymouth Prowler. So we might be doing some more Forza stuff this week. So unless somebody stops us, Spec Prowler, baby. Bathe in it. It's over on twitch.tv/CamAutoMike every Thursday starting at 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. for AJ. I think it's like 3 o'clock Hawaiian. So there we go. Alrighty. I didn't bother writing down any birthdays because I got too busy at work. But Zach, if you want to start talking about something for like 2 seconds.
I actually thought that it was a birthday that came up this week.
There have been a few birthdays, so... But Zach, I need you to
Brandon McConkey's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, so could you just fill some fucking time instead of just randomly blurting?
No, I when you request it, I can't give it.
God.
I have a new job.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I just need to start trying to say something, and then Zach will blurt in with something. So this thing happened.
Okay, so I got
a
story for you guys.
There you go.
All right, I got birthdays pulled up. Thanks, guys. Teamwork. We did it. We fucking did it. Happy birthday to Ross Daigle, Jake Hardy, the one, the only, the good Mr. Trent Dortzbach, Dave Wan, Jordan Collier, who keeps making fun of me for not coming out to Salt City Drift events, but, you know, I've got things going on. I'm sorry. And also to the one, the only, Scott Michael Chamberlain, the man who is running a taco cart and alignment shop out of his garage.
He is the definition of homebrewed.
He really is. So there we go.
So can I talk about my new job now?
Yes, please talk about your new job.
I got a new job. I wasn't expecting it. I got a phone call last week, and by Ryan Williams, the owner and proprietor of Performance R&D, and he has asked me to be his full-time mechanic.
Nice.
And so I was concerned it was going to be a shop pitch position, but it is clearly not. It is I think my official title is actually shop manager.
Somebody gave you a manager position?
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Right now it's like a trial run to see how things are going to go before we take this out. But we have a lot of work. I have a lot of work on my plate. I have to do a clutch on a Viper, pull an engine on an S4, pull an engine on a Scion, build an FD, build like 3 or 4 13Bs. There's more on the list. I can't fucking remember all of it. But yeah, no, I'm basically solely in charge of the operation of the shop and making sure things move slowly. I was told by Ryan himself that if he makes a mess or makes my life harder, I get to yell at him because he's the one paying me. And if it takes me longer to do things, it's his money.
Okay, I'm confused.
Please explain your confusion to me.
Does he know who you are?
I have known him I've been renting from him for 2 years now. And
Okay.
I've known him for about 4. So he's very aware of what he's getting himself into.
Well, more power to you then.
In the future, I might even start advertising Performance R&D on here. But right now we are very back.
You've already mentioned it twice. So
Performance R&D?
We'll
Oh, really?
3 times. So we'll send you a bill.
Okay. Is there a rate for mentioning the word
Yeah.
Performance R&D?
Yep. Per time that you mention it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's fairly inexpensive, but we're talking 3 digits each time you say something.
3 digits each time. Fuck. So yeah, it's exciting. I don't know. I'll have more details next week because today was technically my second-ish day.
all right.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
All right. Well, there we go. We successfully made it through the first segment, guys. We did it.
Yay.
And in only 13 and a half minutes.
Impressive.
Much better. Considering last time it was like half hour, 45 minutes to get through.
I honestly don't think we actually finished it last time. Are we sure
I forced us through it. I dragged us kicking and screaming.
plunging us through it?
God, just shoving you through.
All the innuendos.
When would you like for me to talk about my weekend?
Right now.
Excellent.
Hold on. I have a fix.
He muted himself for you.
Well, he said he had a couple of things.
No, he said he had a fix.
I had a fix for the solution that we were going to encounter.
Okay,
and I'm going to do it again. So fucking
Excellent.
talk.
God damn.
Not when you tell me to.
He survives El Paso and he comes back with a fucking attitude.
Seriously, right? Who is this kid?
I'm your...
No. You have a fix.
There it is.
So this past week was my birthday, and my very generous wife and mother got me a ride or drive at the Extreme Experience out at Utah Motorsports Campus. And originally they purchased a drive for me in the McLaren 570S and the Ferrari 488. And when I got there, there was like no line for the C8 Corvette, and that was one of the cheapest options there. So tacked that on. So I was able to drive all three cars, and what an experience. It was not something I've ever been able to do. Haven't driven the 570S before, and then to do so on the track. It was the West track, and it was, and like Wide Open Wednesday, they used to throw cones out there to, at the apex to slow you down. They didn't have that. You did have an instructor with you, but they did make you brake early just to, make sure that you have a little bit of leeway. And then you probably only went like 7/10. They, try and give you some margin for error. So, but based on, with those caveats in place, I really enjoyed the 570S. It was the most fun to drive.
Really?
It was very little turbo lag to it. It got a little light under braking, but it was all very manageable. I just really enjoyed the experience. I think it handled really well. I think it's
enjoying the idea of Trent like taking notes on like little sticky note as he's driving, like, ooh, it is kind of late under braking.
So the good news is I did purchase the video, which was actually a really legitimate video. Like, it had front facing camera, cockpit facing the driver camera, and then an overlay with speed and the track. It was only $60 for all three videos. So I'm pretty reasonable. So I was able to go back and, I said a few things audibly. So it was like, all right, some of the things I may have forgotten, but then
so is it just one lap? You just get like one running lap, or
you get 3 laps?
Okay.
So it could be a lot better. Obviously you want more time, but
yeah, of course
they've got to go through a lot of people. So the McLaren, I also probably didn't push it as much as I could because it was the first car I took out, and it was I had to deal with some traffic. So like and because it was, I first went out, there was a GT3 behind me that was driven by an instructor, and he's like, oh, it's an instructor driving it, you got to let him get around you. It's like, okay. So I pull off to the side and he passes me. And then after that, I kept having to slow down because of him, because I was going faster than him. I think I mentioned it, Chris, but West Track, you asked in the chat. So anyway, the 488, I honestly hated.
Really?
It was so much turbo lag. Like, I would hit the gas, so they have you brake early, and then they want you to coast in. And once I kept the same instructor the whole time, and he's like, you're fine. You can give it some gas, because he knew I was more capable than most of the people that showed up there. I'm not saying I'm a capable race driver or anything, but your
way around the car.
Yeah. And so he's like, yeah, give it some gas. And so I'd hit the gas just before the apex and, mash the throttle, and it would just like, wait for it. And then it would hit. And it was really frustrating to drive and with that, but with that in mind, it did hit the highest top speed on the front straight I got out of the vehicles. I got it up to 120 on the front straight, 115 in the 570S, and almost 110 in the C8 Corvette. But the interesting thing, the back straight, I got a higher top speed in the C8 Corvette because I was able to carry that thing through the corner at higher speeds. It was extremely well balanced, extremely easy to drive. All of the cars had very impressive brakes, but I was most impressed by the Corvette for the fact that I probably had the lowest expectations. But that thing threw some serious G's when you hit the brakes on it. But yeah, just overall super fun experience. I highly recommend it to anybody. I would recommend, if you have the means, to do at least 2 cars, because going out there for 3 laps isn't necessarily worth it. But at 6 laps, I was like, all right, I've gotten a good amount out of this.
So there's something I know, because there's a couple different companies that want. What was the company's name that did this?
Extreme Experience.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard. Oh, go ahead.
Said they talked about some of their competitors. They basically said there's 3 major competitors they deal with. They're all in Las Vegas, so they stay out of Las Vegas and then take over the rest of the country.
Yeah, I can't remember which one I was hearing about, but I've heard stories about like cars like breaking and stuff like that. Do you see any of the cars there just like oh, it's going to the trailer now?
No, they did pull off one GT3 that was getting warm, as more of a precautionary thing, but they were on top of it. They were like, every time a car came in to switch drivers, and first of all, they were sanitizing everything, but then they also checked tire pressures, checked brakes, checked fuel, checked temperatures, everything like that. And they were all fairly low mileage vehicles. Like, they weren't, royalty exotics with their 100,000 mile Ferraris and whatnot. It was all in good kit. So,
well, good to know.
Yeah,
good to know. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah.
It was
more
quite
fun
an experience.
than my weekend. I'm a little jealous.
I really enjoyed it. I would definitely do it again, and definitely plan to do it again. And my wife even enjoyed coming out, hanging out at the track a little bit. So
nice.
Missed it out there at UMC.
I've been missing it too. So it's quite the fun little spot to come hang out.
Yeah.
So yeah, glad you got to do that. Glad you got to drive 3 cars, and especially glad one of them was the C8. So yeah.
The funny thing is, though, there's no line when I opted into it, and then when I got there, it was 4 or 5 people deep, and they had 2 cars of everything going at once, but they only had 2 C8s total.
Really?
And so they left one for. I was there Saturday, and they were doing it Saturday, Sunday. They left one of the cars. They're like, we're not driving this today. We got to save that for Sunday, because people are going to go through consumables, brakes and things on this today. So the 4 people in a line took a lot longer than, like 6 people in the Lamborghini line, because they had 2 or 3 of those going.
Mm. Well, that's exciting. I've always thought about doing that. I always see the ads on Facebook and YouTube and stuff. I've always thought it looks like fun. But I haven't done just like 3 laps. But you make it sound like something it was worth it.
Yeah, like I said, if you can do 2, it's definitely worth it. The least expensive car is $199.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the loudest car. It was a Shelby GT500.
Of course.
One of the brand new ones, but I didn't end up driving that because it would have been another $200.
Speaking of getting to drive Lamborghinis, I do want to say shout out to Vincent Robert Beyer. He's going to be driving the makes and models Huracan Super Trofeo at the next NASA event for TT. Yeah, so shout out to him.
Okay, good for him.
Yeah, fingers crossed I can make it out to that one. But anyway, let's get into some news, because boy howdy, we've got stuff.
Some news.
Some
We have stuff that you could definitely call news. Whether it's good news or worthwhile is really up to you. So the Hyundai Palisade and its stablemate, the Kia Telluride, they are flying off the shelves. They have a hard time keeping those on lots. People like them.
I actually have a story about the Telluride. They just like don't exist. My word, that was poor at best. They're actually feeding our imaginations. Like they don't exist at all. No,
Like birds.
yeah, no, they can't make them fast enough.
Yeah,
So
that's what Mike was just saying.
Yeah, my grandparents ordered one in November of last year.
Really?
And their delivery date is Wednesday this week.
Was it the high-end model?
I don't think it's fully
Like
up.
fairly well loaded?
I think there are some boxes checked in there. I'll go check it out and I'll let you guys know.
Well, let us know what the was it the light interior, do you know? Light colored interior?
Possibly. I will. Is there an issue with that?
Well, they might be in for some fun olfactory experiences because the interiors of the Palisades and some Tellurides, to a lesser extent, either seem to smell of garlic or smelly socks. Not the ideal new car smell.
No, the funny thing is, my wife wanted, she got a new car in January, and it was down to the Palisade or the Pilot, which we ended up buying, and she wanted a light interior, and they had one on the lot at the time.
Oh, it's like you might have dodged a rather smelly bullet there, friendo.
Apparently.
Yep. Yeah, so it seems to be either be coming from the headrests or the head restraints, and it really seems to be that light-colored interior and light-colored interiors in places where it gets really warm. So, say, here, Arizona, Southern California, places like that where it gets rather warm. Some owners were saying they had to leave the windows rolled down overnight just so their morning drive would be bearable. Yeah, so not ideal for your hot selling SUV, but there is some good news. A deep cleaning of the head restraints and replacement of the headliner seem to be the ticket out.
Replacement of the headliner?
Yes.
Is that like a warranty option or something?
Maybe, hopefully, I don't know.
I like the idea of like the Kia backlots being full of not only warranted engines, also now Kia Telluride headliners.
Yes, just piles of them. All right. Moving on.
I will report back when I go see it for sure.
Yes, please let us know. Let us know what the interior smells like.
I will do.
That's all I really care about.
I'll do the sniff test for you guys.
Attaboy. Get deep in there. Deep in there. Head restraints and headliner.
Yeah.
Film it too. Please do.
It'll be our next viral video.
Yep.
Hey, that Supra video gets comments like every single day.
Hot damn.
I have friends quote it to me. That's weird. Yeah.
It is a little odd.
It's just a little bit.
Andrew knows what's up.
All right. Well, guys, we have a new Nurburgring record to talk about.
Is this what I think it is?
I don't know.
Can I guess?
Okay.
Is it an implement of some sort?
I mean, they're all implements, Zach. They're all implements of fun.
Is it a record, but not a blistering record?
The vehicle that set this record makes 500 horsepower and 1,918 pound-feet of torque from a 12.8-liter six-cylinder engine.
Is it a Sherman tank?
No. There is no way on God's green earth a Sherman made that kind of power.
Okay. Is it an airport tug?
God, I wish.
Okay, hold on. I know I can guess this.
Let me read one more thing here. Tipping the scales at 38,000 pounds and topping out at a blistering 31 miles per hour. Zach, what do you think?
I wish Gavin was here because I would say, is it Gavin's mom?
Well, on behalf of Gavin, I'm going to say, ouch.
I can't say that about Mike's mom. I don't know Trent's mom. I like Trent enough to make the through. Okay. Last guess.
Last guess.
Fuck. What would it be? Is it one of those Kennecott dump trucks?
No, it is the Class Xerion 5000 VC tractor. Its lap time was a blistering 24 minutes 50 seconds, 0.57.
So I didn't click on the article, and I don't have to do it. Was this ran at like an open track day?
God, I don't know.
Because I really like the idea of like, because like the Nurburgring, they have like those like open track days where like you see like the bang bus driving and like that kind of shit.
So,
I like the. Oh, go ahead.
It's a half-hour long video that I just did not really have time to watch.
Yeah.
So,
but I really hope there's like traffic and stuff. Like you can stick like a Renault Clio trying to pass it or something.
It's also in German, the video. So
there are English subtitles. Don't worry.
Wow. Yeah.
Auto-generated or
I don't know. But whatever.
We didn't watch the 25-minute long video.
It looks like it looks like a closed day. Looks like a closed filming day because they have a dedicated camera car. Ooh.
And the top speed was 31 miles per hour. You try that on an open track day.
I will say that the driver, the pilot of this beast, did try to stick to the racing line as best he could.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine at 31 miles an hour your racing line is significantly different.
No. I mean, no. I think it might be a little easier to hit the apex at 31 miles an hour.
Well, but, yeah.
Anyway.
Do you see how wide those tires are?
Oof. Big boy.
She's thick.
Oh,
She's
so that
thick.
So that VC stands for variable cab. So you can rotate the cab to get a better look at the surroundings. So, right?
Well, so also did JVC or somebody build like a super fast tractor a couple of years ago? Because I feel like now they should run their tractor there, so we can have the arm race of tractors.
I mean, it was. I think they ran it at they ran it at like a standing mile or something.
It can turn, right?
I don't know.
Well, have you guys seen the video of like the drag bike doing Goodman? Goodman? Goodwood.
I have not. No.
Oh, it is amazing.
Nice. Anyway, let's move on to something just ever so slightly quicker. There are already Corvette rumors brewing about possible hotter versions of the C8 that both Trent and Gavin so love.
Well, it's not new rumors. Like there's been rumors abound.
Oh God, yes, pretty much. Name an engine, and it's been rumored to have been in there.
But a while back, there was a rumor that the Z06 was going to have a twin turbocharger on it.
Yes, because when they were testing the C8R, people swear to God they heard turbo noises.
Yes, but this latest rumor is the opposite of that. It is a naturally aspirated flat plane crank V8, revving potentially as high as 9,000 RPM. And they're also claiming a possible power output of 625 horsepower, which would put it at 113 horsepower per liter, which doesn't seem really achievable in traditional sense. I mean, it's possible, yes, but for a Corvette, that seems a little far-fetched. So we'll see what happens, but I mean, it definitely would be north of 500 horsepower because the same motor in the C8R has 500 horsepower, and obviously it's restricted. So
yeah, so it's I don't know. I'm just curious to see what the next hot version of this thing is going to be, because it's always fun. And yeah, like that's the great thing about the Corvettes. They are base model fun. You get your mid-level excitement, and then you get the, oh my, I was unaware this thing could do that sort of thing, ZR1 version. And it just a little flavor for everybody.
Yeah. So when I drove a base model C7, I really respected it. Now after driving the C8, again, base model, it had the Z51 package with the bigger wing on it. I would rock one of those so hard. Base model, no problem. Any day of the week.
Oh yeah, dude. Like it's just a lot of fun.
I think Trent just admitted to being old.
I don't wear white New Balance sneakers and jean shorts yet.
You're not too far though.
But
Yet.
I do have a dad hat with a light built in it. So.
Oh God, you're so close.
And I do have a book called Dad Jokes. So.
We're gonna give it 5 years and you'll be there.
I give it 2.
2. Can I derail for 3 seconds?
Sure.
As long as Andrew Jolly's still counting.
I thought he has to be. I don't have the agenda. Are we talking about Randy? Is he in the agenda? If not, I want to talk about Randy.
Randy Post?
Yeah.
No, he's not in the agenda.
Can't talk about him?
Sure.
Because it's racing stuff, or it's not racing stuff, but it's car related.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Trent saw this, but Randy Probst.
Popst. P-O-B-S-T. Popst.
I think every car guy's hero does lemons in a Vogel, like just you can't
Dave Coleman is my hero. Thank you.
The official count is 6 with 2 attempts.
Aha. Damn.
So six derails, twice
Andrew,
attempted.
I want you to plot this in like a graph so we can see over time, and then also see who's doing it, and then maybe also even factor in alcohol consumption as well too.
It's all Zach.
Trent last week. Trent.
I'm just talking about this week.
Fine. But no, so he is at Pikes Peak again this year in a Tesla and crashed it.
Well,
he has some bad luck up on the mountain for sure. But I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram or not, but I have. And it's been fascinating to watch because he did the same thing that Cole did with Life in Sierra. Sierra's name of the car, right? Sydney. I'm just sort of an ass.
Yeah.
Where they just found their Tesla and just put the drivetrain in that chassis and ran it on Sunday.
Yep, that's what they do.
Yeah, so that was very fascinating. I thought I want to talk about it.
Oh, speaking of Pikes Peak, real quick, I think Cole and the boys at Sierra Cars had a goal of sub 10. They went 9:30 something. I think they were shooting for 9:55. They went 9:37. So
nice.
With Cole driving.
I can't remember who was driving, but
because I know Cherry Slayer was in something different this year.
He was in a twin turbo hand controlled NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. He's been working on that. So yeah. So apparently that thing is a ripper. So anyway, back on track. Oh. Well then. The 2021 Kia Stinger has been revealed.
Yes.
Just in time for it to be killed.
They did tease more power, and they did not disappoint.
I'll be the judge of that.
They added 3 horsepower.
Oh, God damn it.
So technically they did add more power. So.
Exactly.
I redact my more power baby because that was not justified.
Man.
Yeah, it was from a new exhaust on the 3.3 liter V6.
Okay.
But
is it
they did throw an entirely new motor in there. I didn't see this coming at all. So They have the base 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder at 255 horsepower. They decided to throw in a 2.5-liter turbo
Hey.
4-cylinder that makes 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque.
Damn. Yeah,
And then
that's
they've
quite a
got
bit up.
then they've got their 3.3 liter V6 twin turbo that makes now 368 horsepower instead of 365, but the same amount of torque. So
Yeah.
So is
There's
it? I don't have the photos. Is it just a facelift?
you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be able to tell much of a difference
Okay.
between them. I mean, it's
You said new, and I didn't know if that was.
Yeah,
as in,
it's-
like,
they've been
new.
teasing it, but it's pretty much the same. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a lot the same.
different
It's-
headlights, different taillights. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah. I do like that purple that it's shot in, though. That's pretty. That purple navy. I like it.
Yeah,
That's a handsome color.
it is.
Although I will say there's one running around Midvale, West Cottonwood Heights area. It's like Nardo gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glorious. I love
Yes.
that damn car. I want it so bad. I want it in my life.
Yeah, that was actually a factory color.
Oof.
But
Be so my heart.
the cool thing is it did incorporate the new camera system that Hyundai has. This is
Cool.
one feature I really liked in the Palisade that we didn't get in the Pilot. Is when you flipped on your turn signal, the digital dash showed your blind spot and a
Oh.
camera in the gauge cluster.
Nice.
So
Now
that's
that
actually
is
really
available.
cool.
Features.
Yeah, it's now available in the Stinger for 2021.
Nice.
But yeah, that's it for that one.
Okay. Well, man, speaking of fun engines that are continuing on, Jaguar Land Rover. They've had some version of a supercharged V8 since the dawn of time, seemingly.
Yes,
I thought we set our clocks to that. The Jaguar
That is how we date things, just
Yes.
like based on. It's not carbon dating, it is Jaguar Land Rover supercharged V8 dating.
Yes.
Oh, there was one present. I know the time frame. It's like that meme. Oh, we did it. We time traveled. What year is it? Oh, ask him. Is there a supercharged Land Rover Jaguar V8? There always has been.
Yes, they came out with it last year. Oh no, we've gone too far.
There it is. I was about to say, the pieces are there. Somebody will figure it out. And then there's Trent scooping it up, hitting the end zone.
I lined you up. I fell flat on my face. And you
Yeah.
took,
Yep. There's the softball. You just toss the softball there. It's like, all right, do I hit it? Zach swung and missed. All right.
Oh, I swung in like Three Stooges and like fell over.
Yeah. It was a double. It wasn't a home run, but I'll take it. You
Zach
know?
was
Double's
too
not
busy
bad.
taking the signs from the manager, got hit by pitch. Didn't bring in a run, but put the winning run in a scoring position. There you go.
Hey,
All Trent needed
I'll
was a
take a
dribble
walk.
up the middle.
I'll take a walk.
There you go. No, not a walk, hit by pitch. There's a difference.
Is there...
Anyway.
Yeah, so there was some concern that the current 5-liter supercharged V8 that is in many of Jaguar Land Rover products, that it would be disappearing because the plant that it's built in was shut down by Ford. And so it was made in a Ford plant. And so there was concern that the motor's going away. But have no fear. Bucking the trend of getting rid of all these big V8s, it will continue production, and it's making its way to the UK Jaguar Land Rover motor plant, and it will
hell
be
yes.
built there.
Yay.
So that is good
So
news
the
for
legacy
all
will-
because I enjoy that motor.
legacy will live on.
It's a glorious
will.
motor.
Yes.
Which is funny. Those are words normally don't go great together with that brand.
No.
No.
I
Both
mean,
brands.
you'll still be visiting the shop for many warranty-related
yes.
repairs,
Yes.
but now your motor will be coming just from a different location
Mhm.
and parts as well. So
Well, objectively, engines coming where the engine's going to be made now aren't also great either.
Listen, everybody needs boat anchors. So here we are.
Well, did they toss the Rover V8 tooling as boat anchors or reef material or some shit?
No, that was the tooling for the DeLorean.
Okay, so yeah.
That stuff is actually holding a net down in the North Sea. Yep. Unemployment has its benefits, guys. I'm just saying. You learn weird, dumb shit when you have nothing but time. Anyway.
What was the next topic? I thought that was your segue. Unemployment.
I mean, speaking of nothing but time in which to contemplate all of life's decisions, both good and bad, big and small. Something may be dead in the Ferrari camp, and it may or may not be the GTC4 Lusso. However, Ferrari is disputing that. So,
However,
that's the most Ferrari thing ever.
I love this.
However, since that time, since I put that in the agenda like an hour ago,
yeah,
Ferrari has canceled the GTC4 Lusso.
Oh, well then, all right. Done and done.
No, we're not canceling it. No, the memo said we are.
Yeah, so
sorry, read that wrong.
It started out with a Ferrari dealer putting on social media, "Hey, we just sold our last GTC4 Lusso ever," and Ferrari's like, "Wait, hold up," and then they had to wait until their official spokesperson came out and basically said it. But
there's nothing more Ferrari than that.
The Ferrari speak is in accordance with our 5-year model strategy announced in 2017 and the company's standard model life cycle. Ferrari has phased out production of the GTC4 Lusso and the GTC4 Lusso T.
In accordance with the prophecy.
That math doesn't add up.
It was launched in 2016, but their strategy was announced in 2017.
Okay. That works.
So they probably made a couple of 2021 models years just because, and then that's it.
Well, here's the thing. It's Ferrari talking about strategy, so we already know they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. So there's just some dude on the assembly line just like looking up at some booth, just like, what do you want me to do?
Make one more.
I've already made 3.
We need 4.
You know what? More than you know, Zach, because there is a lot of rumors about Ferrari and their limited edition models where it's 1 of 500.
No, I'm very aware.
Yeah.
This isn't like this isn't whispers in the dark. No, everyone fucking knows about this.
This is the worst kept secret ever.
There's a reason the plaque says 1 of 500, not fucking numbered.
Yeah,
exactly. Because VinWiki has more VINs than they allegedly produced.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't like, God, I remember at Mecum a couple years ago, the number of quote unquote numbers matching big block 4-speed Corvette Stingrays that came across their block exceeded the number that were actually produced by a large margin.
Speaking of Mecums,
yeah,
I one of the restaurants I went to had it up on the TV, and so we sat there. Me and my coworker who knew nothing about cars, we sat there and watched just American trash after American trash get pushed across the block.
I had to try to explain to my dad. I'm just like, listen, we're kind of hitting a high point for some of these just like way overpriced, way overdone muscle cars, because the people who want them, i.e. your generation, you're running out of money and or life. The people who are coming into money, me, we're not looking for that. Our heyday was not the 60s.
You're coming into money?
I mean, listen, I mean, I'm looking at the chat right here. There's a lot of people who are already following The Bull is Too Small, who are supporting the cause. You guys just got to go tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends, and so on. And
your marketing strategy.
Hey, this shit show doesn't have a production assistant, but The Bull Too Small does.
This show, man, this thing hasn't had a lot of stuff yet. Here we are a decade later,
Well, let me recoil back to Meekums because it was funny because
Let's
we
go
were
back to
sitting
Mika.
and we were like, he was like, why is that 93 F-150 selling for 13 grand? And I'm like, boomer. Like that's end all be all.
Like,
also, Eddie Bauer. Ugh.
oh boy, an Eddie Bauer F-150. Ah, damn. Sign
Yeah.
me up, baby.
And so we were sitting there and we were like, okay, what is your guess on this car? And he'd be like, okay, so it's a 93 Corvette with an auto. Okay, $5,000. And I'm like, okay, it's probably in some one of like 13 pearl blues. So I'm guessing 23. Oh, it's sold for 30. But yep, there we go.
Yep. Makeup is where you go to get top dollar out of your hunk of crap. But if you have something that's actually worth money, you're just trying to offload it. Price be damned. You just need it off your hands before the divorce papers are signed.
A fucking DB7 rolled between two Corvettes. And I'm like, and I think it sold for like $9,000. Like it was like way below market value for that car.
Oh yeah. Meekum, you can go get screwed, but you can also catch a deal.
Yeah.
Like crazy deal.
And the funny thing is, like I know this happened like a year and a half ago, but they were like, we sold the what was it, the Bullet Mustang. Oh, look how cool we are. We rolled across our block. And like that happened a fucking year ago, didn't it? Like 2 years ago?
God. I remember they had one of the Shelby Daytona coupes come across their block.
Oh, yeah.
And that should have been like, it should have gone for stupid money. But since it's Meekum, god damn it.
Well, it turned on and I was like, what's the other Super American Jackson?
Barrett Jackson.
Barrett Jackson. I'm like, I thought it was Barrett Jackson. Like, oh fuck, everyone gonna watch some cool shit roll across the block. And I was like, no, it's Meekum, stop.
Nope.
Meekum's like that warehouse that every city has where they they have like auctions for like this person died and we don't know what to do with it, so it's at auction.
You want to buy a boat? We got a boat auction. Like, yeah, it's always that same warehouse.
Yeah, that is Meekum's. Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, that's the news as we brought it to you because this is what we do. One of us is a journalist.
It's not me.
It is not I.
It was me, and then I realized it's for suckers.
Oh, can I tell another funny thing that happened in El Paso that you're gonna laugh at, Mike?
Real quick, Andrew Jolly says it's really hard to tell what's a derail and what is a, quote, flow of conversation, close
Welcome
quote.
to the CAMcast.
Welcome to it. This whole derail thing is going to get a lot harder for you, bud.
So my hotel was in front of some legit fast food stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was like a chain barbecue place thing, kind of like Famous Dave's. And I am so mad I didn't stop and get this photo. But so I'm leaving to go get food one day, and I see two vehicles pulling this parking lot, like a E300 Mercedes, like 2016, 2015, white, and like a 2014 F250 parked next to it.
Okay.
There should be nothing special about this. I shouldn't have stopped taking a photo of this, except the fact that the white E350 or E300 had in like not small sticker, but like bumper to window to running boards sticker that said OnlyFans, the entire logo.
God damn.
The dude was getting out of the Mercedes, and the girl, who was objectively okay looking, was getting out of the truck.
She was objectively a 6, a hard 6, but a 6 nonetheless.
And I am so pissed I didn't get a photo of this, because the fact that there is a probably OnlyFans paid for or paying off the bank loan OnlyFans account running around El Paso is the greatest thing I've ever, like, that's better than any Bang Bus Brazzers logoed car ever.
Man, I still put it to you, the greatest thing I've ever done in any sort of online gaming. Me, Dave, and Joey each showing up in a white Ford Transit Connect van just ready to drift with the Brazzers logo on it and getting instantly kicked out of every drift lobby we tried to get into in Forza 4.
Why?
I mean, you see 3 dudes show up in vans and they all have the Brazzers logo. Clearly, they thought we were there to troll, but not bang doors. Joke's on them. We got
Bang
rowdy.
buses.
Yep. I think mine had the Brazzers logo just like on the back on one of the doors really small. But then on the sides, real subtle, big black letters, the Bang Bus.
Real subtle.
Real subtle. Classy. You know me. Anyway, do we want to talk about some actual racing real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
Okay. We had the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps this weekend. And man, Ferrari was looking terrible all weekend. Everybody had gotten a little bit faster since last time. Ferrari got a lot slower.
I saw that graphic. That was ridiculous.
Yes. It was. I put it to the Utah Formula One fan group. When was the last time we saw a good Williams-Ferrari battle? Clearly not this year, nor in many years. But yeah, Ferrari secured a 7th row lockout, so good for them. Mercedes went 1-2, you know, as they want to do. Yeah, right?
Oh, how...
Yeah, your top 3 was Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Max Verstappen. 4th place was Daniel Ricciardo driving for Renault, not Red Bull, as motorsport.com seems to think. Yep. It was a fairly, I mean, there's always a safety car at Spa. There has been for like the last 6 or 7 years. This year was no different. Antonio Giovinazzi went off where he did last year, completely by his own accord. Nobody helped him. He hit the wall, started coming back off the track. One of his rear wheels broke off of the car, bounced, hit George Russell, took out George Russell, who was very thankful the halo was there because that could have been real scary. Safety car, people tried to pit and do stuff. Didn't really happen. Nobody passed each other. Nobody of consequence passed anybody else in the pits. So let's put it like that. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, Ferrari, the Ferraris, if in case you're curious, they finished where they started, 13th and 14th. So
yeah, they held that 7th roll all the way through.
Yeah, they were. It was just, there was a great radio call between Charles and the pit wall, and they're saying, well, we're trying to evaluate plan B and plan C. And Charles is like, please tell me which one to do. Like, well, we're evaluating, which if that's not Ferrari 2020 in a nutshell, I don't know what is.
We will let you know when we've made our decision. It's like the call's going to be made 5 minutes after the race.
Yeah, I mean, like,
this is what we should have done.
Poor Sebastian last race, just like, man, like, just getting pissed and then immediately calling his own strategy. Just like, all right, this is what we're doing. Oh, man.
Good on him.
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, there were some fun midfield battles. It's, you know, Formula 1.5 is really where it's at. But, you know, it's really going to be a Mercedes 1-2 pretty much every race. So here we go. I believe we're going. Like we're going to Mugello. No, we're going to Monza, then Mugello, and then Imola. So a whole bunch of fun stuff coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. All right. So that's that. That is the racing news that I bring you. There was an IndyCar doubleheader. It was at an oval, but I didn't care to watch. So.
Well,
I should have watched it, but I should chirp. Yeah, no, never mind. Bad joke.
Anyway, Trent.
Going back like 80 tangents ago.
God.
I looked it up. So we talked about our viral videos, that super video that Zach did.
Why did you? I wonder if I had like contempt in your voice when you said that. Contemption.
That hold on. Let me.
You finish.
Let me get the right inflection and the right tone. You know that video Zach did? Ugh.
Wow.
Well,
That's the disdain I'm looking for.
my rebuttal is, when was the last time Trent made a video?
Thick. Ooh.
Hold up. Hold that thought.
Ooh.
So I looked it up. Your video has so far received 29,000 views on our YouTube channel. That puts it in 7th place for most watched video, most popular upload rather, on Cam Automag's YouTube channel. The most popular one is, oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. The most 6 popular plus all the ones after it that are popular were done by me. So suck it.
Well, hold on.
But wait.
But when were those done, Trent?
Yes. Oh, 8 years ago. 8 years ago. 9 years ago. 9 years ago. 9 years ago. What? 9 months ago? Wait, recent content can be made on this channel and be popular? Holy shit, Trent.
God.
OG right here.
Let's see.
Yeah, our most popular video, 138,000
I was 11
views.
when you made those.
Wow, you were way too young.
Man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I feel like we're robbing the cradle here.
Can we give it back?
Also,
can we give Zach back? That's all in your court.
I didn't realize that had almost 30,000 views on it. Holy shit!
Congratulations, Zach. You did a good. You did a good.
That is by far my most popular video I've ever made. I'm fucking famous.
And yet here you are.
Yeah, it's time to retire.
Yep. Go out on top, son. Oh, God.
I don't know who these people are, but they're naming me by name.
What?
Well, they kept saying Zach.
Yeah, like we kept mentioning you by name.
Oh, well, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, Trent Bray, the ending. Ha ha ha. See, I'm even getting high praise from the man himself.
The
Trent
OG.
Bray. Yeah.
It was a funny ending. Am I wrong?
We need to find a way to outdo this.
You are not wrong. Anyway.
I wonder why the algorithm just loved that.
Who knows?
Anyway, so should we get into our question that is dark?
Yes. Dark and terrifying, and brought to us by our patron / friend of the program / occasional guest host / fan, AJ.
Can we just make him a permanent guest host?
Exactly.
Co-host.
There it is. He's in the he's in the bullpen permanently. All right. So he sent us a couple things. One was really skewed towards F1, so I figured we might want to punt on that one. But we went with this other one. It's not Track Daily Crush. It's not Fuck, Marry, Kill either. It is teammate, rival, and still kill. So
can we make it teammate, rival, stick them in like NASCAR feeder series?
No, someone has to die. There have to be consequences.
I don't know if this is too soon. No, I can't say that aloud. That is.
Yep, just don't.
If you have to exclaim, I can't say that out loud, maybe just don't. Maybe don't.
It doesn't
the only one you can say out loud is do it for Dale. All right.
Well,
the rest
I
of
was
them
going to say was stick them in Dale's car.
No, that's not too soon. That's just poor taste.
Yeah, it's just poor taste. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
I feel
it's not going to get you banned like whatever the hell it did that got you banned from Facebook.
I'm in Facebook jail.
Yes, you are. Susie, motherfucker. All right, so your choices for teammate, rival, and murder victim were Tanner Faust, Mad Mike Wedette, and the one and only Mike Finnegan. So for those who don't know, Mad Mike is a crazy New Zealander who does a lot of awesome drifty stuff, ranging from Miatas to Lamborghinis and everything in between. But his brew house lands with rotary stuff. So there's that. Tanner Faust, stunt driver, racing driver, former Formula Drift champion. He is one of your other options. And finally, Mike Finnegan, most notably of late as from Roadkill, where you can see him and Freiberger or Tony Angelo or whomever struggling to get some shitbox to do something awesome. Gentlemen, who do you have for your teammates, for your rival, and who are you killing?
Well, apparently I'm going. First of all, AJ says...
I just throw it to you, and it's just it lands like a turd in a punch bowl with just silence and disdain. So I don't know what to do anymore.
AJ points out, though, he was surprised how many people don't know who Finnegan is.
Yeah, like I'm not sure. I feel
it's actually
like
the only one I know out of the three.
Honestly, I have trouble distinguishing between the two, Freiberger and Finnegan. So I was at first like, oh, easily know who I'm going to kill. But Finnegan's the one I like. I cannot stand Freiberger. Like he's the reason I don't watch Roadkill. I really enjoy what they do on
That's
Roadkill.
Blasphemy.
But I don't like him.
Thanks,
is
Mike. Thanks.
The most annoying person ever. And so I don't watch Roadkill basically because of him. But Finnegan I like. So I think I'm going to make him my rival because based on my little experience watching him on Roadkill, his vehicles are not going to be well put together. So perfect.
Well, the Roadkill vehicles are poorly assembled.
Oh God! Yeah,
his personal stuff's pretty top notch.
Yeah.
Well,
listen.
Anyway, based on my experience, he's going to be my rival because he's not going to cross the finish line. I'm going to have Mad Mike be my teammate because he's awesome. And as much as I like him, I really do like him, but that leaves Tanner Faust as the odd man out.
All right.
So I had to Google two of those names. I've heard of Tanner Faust, but I didn't have a face to the name. I knew he did like some rally stuff and he was sponsored by Monster or Red Bull or one of those people.
Rockstar.
Yeah. Some energy drink consortium. And then Mad Mike. I don't know who he is, but I'm just going to go off of the word of mouth that Mike told me. And so my teammate is going to be Mike Finnegan. There's no question about it. Like hard set in stone. Teammate. And then I think my rival is going to be Mad Mike. Because from what I've just heard, I kind of doing research, he sounds less professional race car driver than Tanner Faust. And if I have to compete against somebody, I don't want to be somebody whose day job is being good at the thing I'm trying to do.
All right. So, just checking in on chat here. AJ does point out that one, Finnegan has his own YouTube channel, and two,
it's dope as fuck.
He has a crazy ass jet boat. So, yes,
did you guys watch the Cletus McFarlane stuff with him?
I watched a little bit of the Cletus stuff. I watched Cletus in a minute, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Cletus, but I watched both videos they had with Mike, and that boat's hella fast.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So, anyway, as far as me, teammate gonna be Finnegan. I need somebody who's good with his hands. So, gotta help me. Somebody who's resourceful, somebody who's willing to get on the ground and get covered in transmission fluid. That's somebody that I need.
Solid answer.
Yep. Rival's going to be Mad Mike, but I think it's going to be more of a friendly rivalry. I don't think we're going to be trying to beat each other with tire irons in the pit. Although, I don't know. That would be the way to die, though. And then finally, I'm going to do what I almost did.
Gasoline fight accident.
Yes.
Orange mocha frappuccino mocha.
And then finally, I'm going to do what I almost did at a few SEMAs, which is step on tiny little Tanner Faust and kill him.
Oh boy.
So there we go. You've heard what the panel has to say. Now let's hear what you, the fans, have to say. All right. Over on the Cam proper page, Luke Dreyer says, we are killing Tanner Faust. Finnegan is my teammate, and we will kick Mad Mike's ass. Sawyer DeHart says, I'm going with Mad Mike Wadette as my teammate because he is crazy and has insane cars. Faust being my rival because he'll be tough to beat, and I can learn a lot from him. Sadly, though, I will have to kill Finnegan because I can't have someone breaking down every race.
See? I'm not the only one that thinks this.
See, Chris Miller. Mad Mike is teammate. Drivers from New Zealand be crazy. Tanner is rival. Already beat him on my old dirt computer game. And I guess saying goodbye to Finnegan. I am uncultured and don't know who he is. Let's see. Joey Harrington. Lovable, huggable Joey. I actually enjoy Roadkill a bit, so kill Tanner because he's going to be mad if I beat him. Rival Mad Mike because I know it's going to be difficult to beat him. Finnegan is teammate because Shade Tree mechanics aren't easily defeated. Then
he's got a point.
Yep. And then let's see. Jamal says rival Tanner Faust, teammate Mike Wadette, kill. And he put in parentheses defeat ? Finnegan. But then I reminded him, no, somebody has to die. Oh, there we go. Before I start going through the rest of Facebook, Chirp texted me about this very subject. First, he said, I can't in good faith answer the poll question, to which I reminded him that most people don't. He then said, if I had to pick one to go, it would be Mad Mike, simply due to his involvement in Pimp Your Ride. But Galpin Autosport is an amazing place, as is Mike as a technician. Finn by far has the best toys and the child. We all need that sibling rivalry. So there we go. Now let's see what else Facebook had to say. Put this in a few different places. Put this in Motoring United. Put this in NASA Utah Enthusiasts. Put this in the Utah Association of Euros. Put this in Drift Utah. And nobody said a damn thing.
What?
Shame on them.
Yep.
Shame on them.
Indeed. So truly we know that you out there are loyal to us. You're on the Cam page. Oh, man, I was not expecting us to have 17 minutes of time.
What?
We have 17
this
minutes.
Is so unlike us.
Okay, I got this. Trent, fuck you. First off, where the fuck is your Viper? I am going to have a Viper done before you.
Congrats.
Where the fuck is no, that's not my answer.
What are you
answer my question? I'm filling
it's
time.
In the garage.
Is it done?
You're going about it in a really weird way.
I want to. I like this.
I don't know. I don't like this.
I'm confused. I'm not.
I am just wanting to support Trent, and I feel like he's a fire
this
under his ass.
This is support?
I feel like he needs a fire under his ass to get him going.
I've been a little busy with other things.
Oh, that's excuses.
Oh, hold on. We have been asked to weigh in on something. A piece from Lifehacker, which says you should waffle 2 pieces of pizza together. Give me just a minute to kind of skim over this.
What the fuck, Christian? Christian is now watching.
Good. Let me see. I'm thinking about waffling pizza for some time.
Yeah, Christian says, who's Zach talking to?
Himself?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the long and short of this is... All right, yeah. So you basically use the... you take 2 slices of cold leftover pizza, invert one atop the other, and then, stick it in your waffle maker, close it. It then reheats. It warms the cheese and everything and gets the crust nice and crispy. So, yeah, I don't know. I am a fan of shoving stuff in the waffle maker. It's always fun. But I don't know. What say you guys? Have you gotten rowdy with a waffle maker? Tried to waffle something that probably should not have been? No, just
The
me.
first thing that
I
came
am
to my
not
mind is Michael from The Office when he burnt his foot in one.
on the
Jesus.
George Foreman grill. Yes.
Not quite the same, but close enough. When you said I enjoy getting wild with the torch.
Man. So
I'm falling apart here.
it's all right. We all are. My God in heaven. Yeah. So all right, that worked. It killed.
Okay. So
Like,
back to what I was
4
saying before. Trent, where's your Viper?
In the garage.
When will it be done?
I don't know.
I don't accept that answer.
Okay. Come over?
Or we're gonna fight? What?
No.
Let's do it.
Fix it.
Let's do it.
Is that important to you?
No, I think it's important to you, and I want to be supporting of the things that you like, and I want to be there.
I don't know whether to be thankful or spiteful because the way you came about that of like attacking me, I
And
don't.
you're saying you haven't verbally attacked me before?
Oh, well, I've verbally attacked you many a times, but I haven't then immediately turned that into, can I come help you with your
No, I'm
vehicle
not
that
asking-
could
I'm not
potentially kill you?
I'm not asking to help you. Like, fuck, if you want to do it yourself, you do it yourself. This has gone such
I
a
am
weird direction.
so confused.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
Like what?
I just love Trent, and I want to see him succeed in life.
Yeah, we all do.
Damn it, Trent.
I don't know what is going on. Like, I've got you two idiots. Well, no, you idiot, and then Trent. You're just lashing out. Meanwhile, on screen number 2, I've got some old lady busting out a shoebox that apparently has a 20-year-old McDonald's order in it. Yeah.
What is going on in your life?
A lot.
Trent, I miss you.
God damn, I will say the burger does look like, for being 2 decades old, I mean, it doesn't look that bad. The fries look rough, but the burger, I mean, definitely not going to do anything with it, but, you know, hey man, McDonald's, it'll last you 2 decades.
Trent.
Is he
Miss
wrote
you.
us in the chat? Nope.
Not
he's
yet.
not.
Christian, this is how Zach shows love. This is how I show love, Trent. I love you, Trent.
This is how Zach shows love because he doesn't understand what good love and bad love is.
I haven't received either, so I don't actually know.
No. You've received plenty of attention for the wrong thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, apparently it's my YouTube video that went viral.
Jesus.
Trent, I miss you.
We all miss him. All right. I think we'll just land this plane instead of me desperately trying to find some sort of shenaniganry question. Ah. Your brick was red. Everything was red on your screen for a minute. It was terrifying.
I'm sorry, I had to use the facilities.
How is that why you left?
Yes,
I was
and
praising
also to
your-
avoid talking to you.
Okay, Trent, all sincerity though, I just want to see your car done.
Okay.
And I think it will make you happy, and I want to see you happy.
Okay.
I'm sorry I lashed out at you. I just want what's the best for you.
Chris is trying to figure out how to watch Roadkill, and Amazon Prime with a Motor Trend trial is free. How many shows can you binge watch in a free trial period? I don't know. Sounds like a challenge.
I bet you could get through most of the backlog.
I think it's a 7-day free trial, so
Oh, it's 7 days. Yeah, you're fucked.
let's do some math here real quick.
Motor Trend is $2 a month. It's ad supported at $2 a month, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
And when it was still on YouTube, yeah, you were still getting ads. So.
It was $1 a month, like for a short time, like right as COVID hit. It was like, let's get people signed up, and it was $1 a month. But if you missed that, it's now $2 a month.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things I have to do on the bowl is too small is waffle iron some pizza.
Let's do it.
Because I responded to Chirp, who was also apparently talking to some other people. So now I guess I got to do that. And yes, AJ, I have the Motor Trend app.
I
Thanks
do
to
as
Chirp.
well. Yeah. Not thanks to Trent. Or Chirp, not Trent. Chirp.
Would you like to totally lost my train of thought. Would you like to waffle iron McDonald's cheeseburgers into something else? 'Cause
Okay.
obviously they have staying power for the last 20 years.
You tried so hard on that, and I love it.
I did.
I'm willing to get. I do need to go get a new waffle maker because the one my parents got as a wedding gift, those many decades ago, finally gave up the ghost. Andrew Jolly says Will's waiting for you in the Facebook jail commissary, and then he says conjugal visit. Geez, I have no clue what I'm talking about.
It's been an ongoing joke in our friend group because being in Facebook jail, I can see people's posts on Facebook and I can see people's messages. I just can't respond. And there has been an ongoing joke about people wanting to come and visit me in jail, and it has then turned into people wanting to have conjugal visits with me in jail.
Dude, it's
with whatever that means.
Who knows? But let's see.
I'll let your imagination. Oh my god, that's gonna be part of the screenplay. We're gonna make that part of the goal.
I forgot we talked about a screenplay at the beginning of this.
It wasn't a screenplay. It was like a regular ass play.
Yeah,
it was a musical.
AJ, Facebook jail must be part of it. We could make a whole musical about it.
Oh my god!
If you gave me $100, if you give Mike, not me, if you have $100 in Patreon, I will write the worst musical you've ever seen and then try to perform it.
A one-man musical? All right.
It'll be my space opera. Space opera.
Christ almighty.
I'm gonna have the Casio keyboard and all. I'm gonna learn how to play 3 or 4 chords.
This is gonna be great. AJ wants me to make moon waffles, which, man,
watched moon pies and waffle maker.
Homer Simpson's patented out of this world moon waffles.
Moon waffles.
Yeah.
But your Babbage is actually a pretty good episode on that.
I mean, yeah, it didn't work out well. He ruined his waffle iron.
Because isn't it like a whole bag of caramel?
Yeah.
It's like a whole bag of caramel.
Like the outro is him just like chipping away at the caramel.
Yeah.
Damn. AJ says, I don't know. I've seen Gilbert and Sullivan. In response to I was talking about how bad the musical would be. Good lord.
I can't. I haven't seen that. I can't make a comment there.
Hey.
Mike, I think you're onto something here.
Yeah.
Let's forget about the whole bowl thing. All right.
Okay.
You just need an entire thing about waffle irons.
I mean,
and making things on that. I mean, it can be a segment of it. Of the bowl is too small, but
yeah. I mean, a lot of other people are doing will it waffle, and I'm just going to be like, it's gonna waffle.
It's gonna waffle.
That's just my thing. Everybody's like, will it? And I'm like, fuck yeah, it will. Wham.
Join us for Waffle Wednesday when I stick plastic army men and see if I can make a sandwich out of it with McDonald's cheeseburgers, and Zach will eat it for us.
Man. Why am I the guinea pig?
All right,
pissed you off?
Damn it.
No, it has nothing to do with you pissing. No, this is just you being a young child that is willing to do stupid things.
Well, you were posting videos to YouTube when you were a young child.
Man. I was not posting videos to YouTube because I wasn't a young child when YouTube was around, but I did. I am the official co-inventor. Let me get that straight. Of Sprabelli, which is spreadable butter jelly mix, which just turned out awful. So Yeah,
You invented it.
I did.
You have a patent or your name on
Nobody can take that away from me.
I have to waffle iron pizza. Bozy Tatarevich of Road and Track and Haggerty and Jalopnik and a bunch of other places that you get your automotive news from. Yeah, he was one of the people included in the Twitter thread with Chirp. So, and he's been liking my tweets about this thing. So,
Ooh.
there we go.
Will that be our content for next week? End.
Yeah, there it is. That's the springboard.
End.
Yep. All right, there it is. We'll
Did
end it.
Did we kill 17 minutes?
Yeah, we're down to 4.5, so close enough. Close enough. All right, folks. Well,
can you name the truck that's 12 yards wide or 2 lanes?
2 lanes
God.
wide. 2 lanes wide, 12 yards long.
The one thing that I can do, and I messed it up.
I think Trent's broken. I think I broke Trent. His superpower is now gone.
Can you narrow?
Narrow.
God in heaven.
65
Unexplained
tons of
fires
American
are a matter for the courts.
Endorsed by was the only vehicle endorsed by a clown.
Hey!
Hey.
Well, on that note, folks, thank you for joining us for this, the 280th episode of the CAMcast. We're glad you were here.
And maybe the last, but the official count, 13 derails, 8 attempted.
All right.
I got the play out music for us.
Okay.
Narrow. Are we just gonna listen to this, or are you gonna end this?
I mean, yeah, it's hard to like do an outro over something with lyrics.
Narrow.
The Federal Highway Commission has ruled the Canyon Arrow unsafe for highway or city driving. Canyon Arrow.
Just keeps going.
2 lanes wide, 65 tons of
American pride can narrow. Trent. Narrow.
top of the line in utility sports. Unexplained fires are a matter for the courts. Canyon Arrow. Canyon Arrow.
Man.
She blinds everybody with super high beams. She's a squirrel crusher, deer smacker, driving machine. Canyon Arrow.
The sad thing is I'm going to have to probably cut that.
We're singing over it.
Not really. Not really.
I tried.
It's all right.
Yeah, as Chris Miller notes, watch for licensing. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly. So a lot of that's going to
We're gonna have Fox come down on us for a bit from the 90s.
Yep. Disney is going.
Oh shit, we're fucked.
Yeah. So all right, folks. Well, before we're brutally beaten to death by a mouse, thank you for joining us on episode 280 of the CAMcast. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back again next week. If you want to watch us do this again, support us on Patreon for $5 or more a month. That's the shenanigans level or better. Get you access to these Monday night recording live streams, the podcast a day early. I'm sorry it's been a couple of weeks since I've done that. Things have just been weird. You know, power outage and then other stuff. Anyway, other bonus content, all sorts of fun stuff. It's patreon.com/CamAutomag. We are at CamAutomag on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the ones that really matter, the ones that aren't in the middle of, political season. At CamAutomag on the lot of them. CamAutoswag.com is still a thing for the moment. Go ahead and get your Cam merch now before Trent finally pulls the plug.
It's going to happen.
Yep. Head over to steadybroke.com. They have been our longtime sponsor, Steady Broke Clothing. Steadybroke.com. Use coupon code CAMAuto15 at checkout to save 15% on your entire order. Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams. This podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts and also out of the back of a Delta 88 down there on the corner of State and Maine. Look for us. And head over to twitch.tv/CamAutoMike every Thursday, 7 p.m. We're going to be playing some sort of game. Really, at this point anything, but I think we might be doing some more Forza, some spec Prowler stuff, other spec terrible cars. Who knows? That is Twitch Thursday over on twitch.tv/CamAutoMike. All right, for episode 280 of the CAMcast, I've been Mike.
I've been Zach.
And I've been Trent with a last minute comment from AJ. I wonder how the Canyonero would do on the ring. Think
That's
about
a very good question. Think about it. Open your third eye, people. All right. See you next week, everybody. Bye.
This was a disaster.
Yeah.